challenged this foul on the three-point attempt, and it was an unsuccessful challenge as Kuzma is charged with the foul. By the way, Vogel set an NBA record in Game 3, the quickest coach's challenge in history, 15 seconds into the game.
What I will say is Jay Crowder kicked his leg out as well. Now, there was contact up top, but the leg did kick out. And they've got to be more like consistent with the leg kick out part of it.
Well, it makes such a huge difference. So 3 free throws for Crowder as we check in with Rachel.
Well, AD is still in the back getting worked on. The Lakers tell me they are evaluating him, but in the meantime, the rest of the players heard it from Frank Vogel at halftime. He told them their fouling discipline was poor, and he also stressed the need for players to get back quicker in transition because the Suns are trying to run them off the floor. As for Chris Paul, good news for the Suns. Monty Williams told me he thought Chris had a better range of motion in that first half than they've seen since the injury. They will, of course, be watching Mike as he puts more wear on it in the second half here.
Yeah, Rachel, it all comes down to health. Chris Paul has not been himself the last couple of games, looks much better tonight. Anthony Davis has been terrific the last couple of games, and now he's back in the locker room while the third quarter goes on. Largest lead of the game for Phoenix. The game they trailed by 11 in the first half. James looking, Crowder crowding him. Back up top, Matthews. Matthews for 3. And Ayton with the rebound. Ayton 4 points, 6 boards. Chris Paul, right speed inside. Ayton goes right at Drummond and finishes with the foul. As Drummond took a shot in the face, Ayton with a chance for a three-point play.
That's exactly what Rachel was talking about. Not sprinting back in transition where they see bodies in front of them. They're sprinting offensively off of missed shots. Look at the effort. That's a trot getting back. So all of a sudden, Chris Paul uses your body to set a screen and puts Ayton in position to get the finish and the contact. That's outstanding execution in transition by the Suns.
And if I'm LA right now, I'm going to be running more high pick and roll with LeBron James and Drummond.
Ayton misses on the free throw. Suns, one of the premier free throw shooting teams in the NBA. James fakes a couple of times. Ayton. And here comes Chris Paul. 8-point Phoenix lead with Anthony Davis back in the locker room. Ayton down low against James, and Ayton able to finish. 8.7 boards for DeAndre Ayton, who continues playing so well in his first playoff series of his young career.
He's doing a great job of spreading the floor and sealing underneath that rim, coach.
Chris Paul almost stole it, deflected it out.
And Drummond got into it with Crowder at the other end, which prevented him from running back. So this is a great seal. Deep, 2 feet in the paint. That's beautiful post offense by Ayton.
And on the replay, you see Drummond's effort after the catch of Ayton. I need that effort prior to the catch.
Inside, a whistle and a foul as Kuzma gets knocked down.
Coach, you talked about putting LeBron James in the pick and roll. I'd like to see also Schroeder. He's got to be more aggressive offensively, especially in the absence of Anthony Davis. They need him to create offense for himself and other guys on the floor.
So, Latavius Caldwell-Pope out already tonight, and now Anthony Davis is out. He's going to wait word.
The trainer was just talking to Frank Vogel.
Monday's playoff schedule, TNT Game 4s. Philadelphia playing at Washington. Wizards trying to keep their season alive, and then Utah-Memphis as the Grizzlies hope to even things up in that series. NBA.com will visit the NBA app. Kuzma connects. 7 points now for Kuzma. 8-point lead for Phoenix. Schroeder putting some full court pressure on Chris Paul. Ball falls down, gets it back. Shot clock down to 10. Good harassing defense here from the Lakers. Final at 24. Booker out to Paul. Paul inside to Ayton. Gathers, back shot, missed it. Rebound knocked out of his hands. Pass deflected. Ayton comes up with it back to Chris Paul. Crowder a 3. 8 the offensive rebound, and he's fouled as he went to go back up, and they're going to say it's on the floor, so the Suns will take it out of bounds.
I love the way the Aiden is playing right now. The effort, the energy, the enthusiasm. He is playing like a dominant big man in this game thus far.
The former #1 overall pick back in 2018 after playing 1 year at Arizona. Spins and throws it down. Drummond trying to draw the charge, and Ayton having a big third quarter. The lead back up to 10.
If I'm Frank Vogel, I've seen enough. I'm going with Marc Gasol at the 5 position right now. At least to compete against Aiden's energy right now and use, his previous defensive player of the year. We need that presence.
I think Gasol also presents them more spacing on offense.
Kuzma, scoop layup. Beautiful shot for Kuzma with his left hand. 9 points now for Kuzma. Bridges, little fake, fires, three-pointer's good. Mikal Bridges with his third three-pointer of the game.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that's just pushing the basketball in transition. That's not a half-court set. That's just pushing it and winding up with high percentage shots.
After a make, too. So, just going right at using their speed as Paul gets to the mid-range.
Chris Paul knocks down the jumper. 8.7 assists for Paul and a 13-point lead.
And Frank Vogel doesn't want to go down another timeout that he used for the challenge, so they're trying to play through this.
On the drive is Kuzma. Offensive foul. Booker draws the charge. Everything going Phoenix's way right now here in the third period.
See, Booker puts himself in position. Takes the hit from Kuzma and gets the call. But right now, the Lakers defense has no answer for what the Suns are trying to accomplish offensively.
Third foul on Kuzma. Chris Paul falling away and rolls around and drops through. And Paul forces Frank Vogel to call timeout. The lead is ballooned to 14 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul has looked fine. This is a signature shot. Pretty good defense by Drummond, but that fading pull-up is Chris Paul's game.